I bet you didn't know that sometimes, the most radical acts of kindness don't come from the people you expect. In fact, they often come from total strangers, people you might pass by every day without a second thought. In a world where we're taught to keep our heads down and mind our own business, it's easy to forget how powerful a single act of compassion can be, especially when it comes from someone you've never met before. But what if your neighbor isn't just the person who lives next door, or someone who looks or thinks like you? What if your neighbor is anyone whose path crosses yours, even for a fleeting moment? In the rush of daily life, we often walk past hundreds of people, barely noticing them, each of us wrapped up in our own world. Picture this: a crowded city street, the air buzzing with noise and movement. Suddenly you notice someone in pain, sitting alone on the pavement. People hurry past, some glance over, most don't. Even those who seem important, the so-called leaders or insiders, are too busy, too distracted, or maybe too afraid to get involved. The world keeps moving and the person in need is left behind, invisible. But then, something unexpected happens. Someone from the wrong side of town, someone you might never notice, stops. They see the pain, the need, and they choose to act. It's not about status, background, or reputation. It's about seeing another human being and refusing to walk away. This person kneels down, bandages wounds with gentle hands, calls for help without hesitation, and even offers to cover the cost of care. They don't ask for anything in return. Their only motivation is compassion, a simple, selfless desire to help someone in need, no matter who they are. In that moment, mercy breaks through the invisible walls we build between ourselves and others. The barriers of fear, prejudice, and indifference crumble, replaced by a genuine connection, one person reaching out to another simply because it's the right thing to do. So who was the real neighbor in this story? Was it the people who looked the part, or the one who actually stopped to help? Maybe being a neighbor isn't about proximity or similarity, but about compassion in action. Maybe it's time we cross the street too. Maybe it's time we notice, we care, and we act. Because sometimes the greatest acts of kindness come from those we least expect, and maybe, just maybe, we can be that person for someone else.